Yo, if you're here, I want to let you know that you are in the right place. This is episode 39 of Just Hear Me Out podcast with your boy Snacks and Big Flav. There is no video. That will be my fault. But it is the episode 39 with Londen, my son, entitled The Son Who Inspires Me. If you got here from Instagram or Facebook or some promo video that you seen, well, underneath that video was our conversation. On top of that, what you've seen is actually his road trip that he speaks about on the podcast, and you should go and check out. There definitely will be a link to that in the bio or in the comments on this YouTube somewhere when I figure out how to get it there. But it will be a link to that so you can actually go watch it. So if you're like me and you need something visually stimulating on YouTube, I would go hit to his link, watch that. It's about 30 minutes. That's a good treadmill walk. Definitely entertaining. You're going to hear us talk about it on the podcast. If you're here because you're listening, I really appreciate your support. After you finish listening, comment, like, subscribe, and then go and watch my son. Or watch my sons first because, support for him is support for me. Thank you, and we appreciate you. And you have a You are back with episode 39 of Just Hear Me Out podcast. This is your boy Snacks. We moving right along. I brought my son in today. He's doing a lot of things. He got a lot of things going on. It's interesting in life if you have children that, you're doing the most that you can in their adolescence to try to encourage them and guide them and be a light. And at some point, they leave the house and it switches. And then you start watching because you interested to see what they're going to do once they leave the house, what lessons they're going to take, what paths they're going to take, what choices they're going to make. And, it has been a pleasurable ride thus far for my viewing pleasure of watching my children and seeing what they're going to do. At least the two oldest. I still got two more that's at home that are soon going to leave the flock or get pushed off the cliff. No, I'm just playing. But and it is it's been a pleasure to see the changes, to see the decisions that he's been making and where he's going in his life with his life. And I want to say that I'm learning that after they leave the house, they become the encouragement. You was giving them encouragement and encouraging them, but then when you see them leave the house and the things that they do, they begin to encourage and inspire you, or at least that's how it's been happening to me. And so I am hoping that I can share some of this encouragement that I get by watching him and being inspired by him and pass it on to you guys, the viewers. So yeah, we on episode 39 and we are talking to the marathoner, the real estate agent, the go-getter, the encouragement, the inspiration, the meal planner and prepper, the gym goer. You know what I'm saying? You out here doing it, my boy. I mean, what's how you been feeling? How you been doing? Let's start there. How you been doing?
Doing pretty good. Staying busy with all those things, of course. But I don't know. I feel like still at a young age to where I'm still learning life, not really sure what's to come next. So just trying my best to make the best decision at every turn that I can and keep pushing.
Yeah, so okay. I love it, and I'm watching you, and I'm encouraged and inspired. I want to start off with this last thing that you did. Mm-hmm. You decided to take a road trip, and it seemed to be out the blue. How did you? I mean, what made you want to take this trip, and where all did you go?
So the trip was for Christmas. The last couple of years been planning to see grandparents in Lake Charles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lake Charles, Louisiana. I've said over the last couple of years, me and my girlfriend are going gonna come out there and see you guys, and it's just been getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And I think this year just got to the point to where I was like, now is better than ever. Or I'm not sure if I'm wording it right. Just feel like if not now, when?
Yeah.
So it was more so let me just book it, make plans to make it happen, and yeah, that's exactly what we did. We ended up going.
Yeah, that's not how you went.
Yeah, we only ended up in Lake Charles for probably a day. But a second reason for going out there was also Alpha Land. One of the gyms I found out about like early on, and it seemed exciting, high energy. A lot of people my age, a lot of content creators. Just seemed like it was a fun atmosphere to be in, and that's a gym I wanted to get to for a real long time. So I kind of just mashed that up with the excuse of going to see my grandparents. As if I'm making the road trip to Lake Charles, what is it to go to Houston to go see Alpha Land? And if I'm in Texas, I might as well go see my uncle in Austin. And that kind of just with my uncle, we went to San Antonio to I think the Riverwalk. Ate at some restaurants, walked around out there.
Did he go with y'all?
Oh yeah, he went with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you went to Austin, you went to Lake Charles. That wasn't it, was it?
Yeah. So the four I'm pretty sure that was four major cities we went to was San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and Lake Charles. It was supposed to be New Orleans, but on like Christmas Day, we were planning out what we wanted to do in New Orleans, where we're gonna go, what hotel we were staying in, because I hadn't planned out any of that, and it was like super last minute.
Yeah.
But while we were looking it up and doing research, it wasn't too much that excited us out there in New Orleans. So we decided just to go back to Houston. We had a good time in Houston, and we only had about 24 hours there.
So y'all did go.
Yeah, so we did go to Houston.
No, y'all did go to New Orleans.
We did not go to New Orleans. No, one of the main reasons for going to New Orleans was also like beignets and just to get some of the culture. Yeah. But your mom actually ended up making beignets that like morning of us leaving. So I mean that was a bucket list item checked off. Yep. And it wasn't too much more of a reason to go down there. And like I said, there wasn't really anything that sounded exciting to do down there besides like historic stuff.
And so I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off, and I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna get back into it, but we are still talking about it, just another aspect. And I should have led with this is that you took a camera and you documented the whole thing.
Or I didn't even take a camera; I just recorded on my phone.
So it was all on your phone.
All on my phone.
See, edited, inspirational.
Fully edited, fully recorded, all on my phone. It's on my YouTube channel at jus.Londen. So JUS.LONDEN. Yeah, and it's like a whole 30-minute. Like some people was referring to as a movie, a little mini movie.
Yeah, it was like a movie. I watched it on the treadmill, and I was thoroughly entertained the whole way through. I mean, normally I would watch things on YouTube, and you watch about 10, 15 minutes of it, then you start getting bored with it, and then you'll go back to the music and listen to some songs, and then come back to it, after you woke up a little bit or got back refocused. But it was definitely entertaining all the way through. That's part of the reason I had you come on, because I was like, man, this man is out here doing it, other than just the inspirational stuff that you've been doing as well. But the documentary was definitely dope, man. Dope. So y'all didn't go, and that's how I knew you didn't go to New Orleans. I was like, well, I know he didn't go to New Orleans because you said it on and you said what you said just now. But so what was like a specific reason or a specific moment that made you say, okay, we finna take this road trip? Like, what was like the one thing that you like, okay, this was like the biggest catalyst to say we about to do it?
Really just, I think I got a lot of that from Sha, to be honest. We're like two completely different people when it comes to like stuff like that. I don't really, or before the trip, I'd say I didn't really see traveling as something that's, oh, so magnificent and oh, so fun. Oh, let's go here and do this. Because I'm like, I look at it, I'm not sure really how to explain it, but I was kind of looking at it as, okay, what is there where'd you want to go? Houston? What is there in Houston that's not in Atlanta? Yeah. And I'd like logically think through that, and Alpha Land was one of the things. So I'm like, okay. But then again, at the end of the day, Alpha Land is just a gym. It's just literally just a brand, and I have a plethora of gyms here. I did a grand opening with Carbon that was here. That was super exciting. Got to meet the bodybuilder C-Bomb, Sarah Safari.
Wait, you got to meet C-Bomb?
Yeah.
Did you even take a picture, bro?
No, I didn't take a picture. It was a long line.
Oh no, I believe it was a long line. So, but did you got to talk to him or shake his hand or was it?
Yeah, so I got there pretty early, so I was able to just say what's up to him as he was walking in. I got there probably like a hour and a half, 2 hours early before the event. Said what's up to him as he was walking in, but he was heading right into a workout. But we did get to talk to Sarah Safari for probably about 45 minutes.
I don't know who Sarah Safari is. Is she a wrestler?
She's a bodybuilder as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I mean, why you ain't go try to jump in the workout with him? And like, bro, you know?
So, funny thing is, when I got there, I don't have a membership. Walked right in. All the workers were kind of busy, so I literally just walked in and I started working out. But as like after the warm up set, bench pressing just the bar, owner comes up, hey guys, we're clearing out for the event, and that was pretty much it. So I got like a warm up set and it was time to go. And so
this is at Corbin here.
Yeah, they emptied out the gym for him to come work out.
Nah, that's dope. Man, you didn't even tell me none of this. I know who C Bum is. I follow him on Instagram.
I posted an Instagram reel, but I didn't.
Oh.
That was about it.
Huh.
And actually, I think Carbon had a video they posted. I was like a promo video of the whole event, and I think I was in like the first or second clip.
Yeah? Did you reshare it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dang. So you must be doing like a whole bunch of more posting than I actually see. Because I swear I see stuff every day, and I like stuff every day. And I always listen. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I don't listen. If I see you running, and if I see his regular movements and stuff that I hadn't seen before, then I'll be like, nah, he just on something, let's go. Yeah. I'm saying, bro, I just fell out in the woods, and then a raccoon started chasing me, bro, and I skinned up my knee, but let's go. But yeah, nah, so, okay, so Alpha Land wasn't even your, did Shy bring up, you could go to Alpha Land, or did she say, I want to go to Houston, and then you begin to find things for y'all to do? Or was it like a mix?
It was more so of like, it was a lot of things in one. Shy wanted to do something for her birthday. She wanted to travel, didn't know where she wanted to go. And then it was also Christmas around that time. Remember my grandparents, and then just thinking about where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. And for the last 2 years, the only thing I ever wanted to travel to right now was like Alpha Land. So I was like, okay, why not? Let's go to Alpha Land. So just thinking of the logistics of it, and yeah, I mean, I just made it happen.
Okay, so and it's traveling, and you never really. I tried my best to. Well, I didn't try hard enough, I guess, to get y'all onto this traveling bug. But
I think another thing I feel like it's different once you like traveling with family and traveling solo or with your significant other by yourself. I feel like it's like a night and day difference. I know traveling with you guys, it was more so historic museums, and it was a good time spent with family. A lot of memories, core memories, but for more so like activities, I like a lot more active, a lot more like maybe what's the word for it? I was just talking about it at church. Adrenaline, stuff that it's like gives you like an adrenaline rush. Yeah, stuff like that was definitely a lot more exciting than the museums and agriculture. It's definitely cool to see. Yeah, like a bucket list item, but it just wasn't like, oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it had to be a little more liberating though. For you to spearhead your own trip because you wasn't subject to whatever we wanted to do or we was taking y'all. I mean, you got to choose every aspect of it. And we definitely made the most of it. There wasn't...
Y'all definitely did on that documentary. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all haven't watched the documentary, go watch the documentary. Drop the link for the documentary again because I'm proud of you of that documentary. I knew it took a lot of work because I was seeing all these edits and all the cool stuff. I said, dang, bro, that boy was locked in.
Like, yo, where's the video?
Oh, was they said, bro, you ain't go. You lying, bro.
Right,
you lying.
Not that I didn't go, because like all my friends have my location, and I think I might have posted a couple times on my story while I was out there. So they know I went for sure. But it was more so of like hey, you said this YouTube video was dropping. When's it coming? Yeah, all right, bro.
They don't know, bro. They don't know the time it takes.
GTA 6 is gonna drop before you drop this video.
I did see somebody in the comments say something about, bro, before GTA 6. Yes, sir.
So yeah, I definitely get clowned a lot about how long it takes to edit, but
they don't know because they don't do it. They're not doing no editing. And your stuff is
friends who does, but I don't think they're like the edits definitely isn't. I don't even want to just say on my level, but I want to say they don't take the time to put into it as I do.
Yeah, and you could tell. Yeah, I could tell you put in a lot of work. I mean, and that's crazy, right? You don't even like to edit.
Yeah, I don't. But
you fire it.
My main reason for even social media in general, like the main reason I do YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, really anything, is just to document those memories and have it be something I can look back on, whether that's me next week
Yep.
looking back at that vacation, or
Yep.
me in 10 years showing somebody something I did.
Yep.
I feel like that's always like the easiest way. So I guess you can say that's like my way of journaling. That's my blog.
And he gets that from me, you guys. I'm just putting that out there. He gets the keeping up with the histories and then having the memories from me.
And I feel like if
Yes,
it's gonna be
sir.
a memory for that long, I might as well make it look cool.
Yeah, nah, and it definitely it's rewatchable, no lie. It's rewatchable. I watched it and I was like, man, I gotta take me another trip. It reminded me of the little small document I did whenever I was in Savannah and I was trying to lose weight that one time and I was sending it all to YouTube and making my it made me want to go back to it. So you said you visited Austin, Houston, and Lake Charles, and you nixed New Orleans. Which one stood out the most?
I would say Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was more so just because that's probably where Alphaland was, of course. But I think we also just spent the most time there, and I think Houston stood out a little bit more as well because it wasn't just us anymore. So like in Houston, we played at a couple different pickleball courts.
You got to go back to that. You have to come back and tell me how you got to playing pickleball. But go ahead, y'all played a couple pickleball courts.
I was I'm not wearing a shirt, but I was wearing my Run with Christ shirt while I was in Alpha Land. A random guy came up to me, said, "I like your shirt." We started talking. He invited me out to a run club. Met some people at the run club. Then after run club, went out to brunch with all of them. And then they invited me to play pickleball later. So that was set. And literally before we went to play pickleball, me and Shai was at the mall. Ran into them at the mall, or some of the people at the mall, which was kind of crazy. It's like,
From the Run with Christ
yeah,
people?
No, from
From the Run Club people?
yeah, the run club people that I met out there.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's funny how.
But it wasn't
like,
Run with Christ, though.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
So like at the gym, I met a guy. He invited me to his run club.
Right. It wasn't another Run with Christ. I'm thinking maybe it might have been an affiliate Run
They
with
do
Christ.
have another Run with Christ out there. I didn't know that until I got back. But yeah, it was just funny running into the only handful of people we knew in Houston
At the mall. Yeah.
so it was pretty funny. But I think that's probably the most memorable place we was in, just because of the people and the interactions, the friends we made, and we just spent the most time there. Because after Christmas, we came back to Houston for like another 3 days.
Oh, you really loved Houston.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and just because they had a nice hotel.
Good. I'm glad you brought up this hotel. The view was beautiful. I seen that view, man. That was amazing. That was amazing. And you said on the video, I heard you say you got it for free. Now, how in the world did you get in that nice hotel for free?
So I was actually just explaining this to like one of my friends, Joe. I was explaining this like yesterday. So like really the whole trip was free. We could have flew out there for free, but I didn't want to waste points or pay for the carry-on bags. So we just drove. But just really
Which probably would have cost less than just driving. When you factor in gas, but then you would have to get a rental though.
Yeah,
that was
I
the other
was
thing.
thinking about that,
and that would have been
Uber or rental or
I was moving around too much.
Yeah, we had something doing like every hour.
Yeah,
we're never sitting still. But got it for free, literally just through credit card points.
Nice,
nothing too fancy. All the same purchases.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all, he didn't get his financial astuteness from me, boy. No, he didn't get that from me. He probably got that more from his mama. And who else? Who else? What? Grandfather?
It's YouTube.
YouTube? Oh, my bad. My bad.
I think it really started. I just seen somebody say that like say they took a trip for free on, I think it was social media or something. So I just dove into a loophole or a wormhole and like how they did it, and it was more so just like, oh, I mean, it's not that hard.
You get a credit card and use it to keep paying it off and building the points up and building the points up and building the points up.
Depending on the credit card you get, I mean, it's a lot more benefits that come with it because it'll come with a huge annual fee that scares some people. But if you look into the logistics of it, like the card I'm talking about is the Amex Gold card. So that's the card I use, unlimited, but it comes with a almost $400 annual fee. But like throughout the year, they'll give you, like every month I get 5 guys for free. It's like a $10 credit. You get a $10 credit for Uber Eats, $7 credit, Dunkin' Donuts. Every year you get a $100 Resi credit, which is like a reservation app. You book a reservation at a restaurant, you got $100 credit.
Oh, so they banking on they gonna give you these credits and you're not really ever gonna use them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but,
I like that. I like that.
It's
about to make me clean up my credit. I'm finna go get me a
hard
card.
to keep up with. So and then that's all on the flat end. The biggest bonus is like your sign up bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I first got the card, I think my offer was spend $4,000 in the first 4 months of the card, and you get $100,000 or 100,000 points.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and I mean, the way I thought about it as like, I just have to spend $4,000 on the card. I don't have to necessarily change my spending.
You because you was using it when I used
the money like regardless. So if I just spend it on this card, I can get 100,000 points. And I just did the research yesterday. I think for best offer with your Amex points, you get the best offers on flights, and that's about 2 cents per point. Mm-hmm. So if I do the math, 100,000 points equivalates to $2,000. So that's $2,000.
Yeah,
that I just get for free.
Yeah,
just spending the money I was already going to spend on a certain card.
Yeah, because at that point, and I watched you do it in the beginning when you first got the card. And I was worried about you, but I mean, you done excellent with it because you was buying groceries. You was putting everything on the card.
I still do. Like, this is my only card I really use,
and that makes sense because $4,000. I mean, if I bills right now, and that's before I moved out the house, was already $5,000 for us. Just the bills. I could have literally just paid bills off the credit card and boom, $4,000 in a month and something, just off the bills paid because the bills was gonna get paid anyway, and I was gonna have to pay them. And then,
I've been talking to people that's kind of like gamified the whole credit card system to where like they have multiple and they have a card for certain things because they get more points on one, and like I'll use this one for gas because I get triple points, or this one for this because that, but.
And at the time right now, they would have been good.
The Amex good. I don't like thinking
crazy.
that deep into it. I'm like, it's a little bit too much work. Yeah. So I got like 2 main cards that I kind of use, which is like my Amex Gold and the Hilton Honors card. So that one is more so specifically for hotels. So that's how I found the hotel that I got. And
y'all was getting free food. You didn't even say that. Y'all had $100 a day?
And that was
free food?
Hilton Honors card.
That's
you get $100 credit.
There's no way you eating $100 a day in food.
We didn't really
unless you're going to stay in the hotel the whole damn day.
So we wasted the money like every day, and I think the last day we just gave it as tip.
It was like the craziest stuff y'all was ordering.
So first
caviar.
night, we didn't get there.
You probably know what caviar tastes like just because you ordered it.
I don't know what it tastes like, and it wasn't on the menu for sure. It's definitely still just a regular hotel with a nice view. But I think the first day, we got there pretty late, and we literally just came back from eating. So I think we just ordered like a whole bunch of Saratoga water and a slice of cake.
Yeah. Oh, now speaking of cake, now what we didn't talk about, and you might have to jump and talk about another topic just so that we don't talk about the whole documentary. I mean, but I guess no, because it's definitely value in watching it because you did an excellent job in editing. It was a lot of energy and a lot of excitement. But I do want to touch on this barbecue. Mm-hmm. I mean, was it that good? Because how much you said just won? Like 180 or something?
Yeah. It was 180.
And then
probably closer to lower 170, and I think after tip, probably 180.
And you didn't, I mean, you didn't have a lot of food. Now you did have, it was hitting on some things. Mm-hmm. You definitely had, some leftovers to take home, but it wasn't really that a lot, it wasn't a lot of food. So I'm assuming.
I didn't think it was a lot of food either. And I, like to the naked eye, it really doesn't look like a lot of food, but I mean, like a pound of ribs, a pound of brisket, half pound of turkey, and then like 2 sausage links, and that's just the meats.
Who wanted to get turkey?
And it was just like, it was on the meat. And it was like, he suggested it. He said, the guy said it was good. I was like, turkey's usually dry, but I mean, it wasn't dry. It was pretty good.
Dry?
It was pretty good.
Nice.
And then we got a whole bunch of sides. And yeah. Since I didn't pay any money for hotels or anything.
You can splurge.
Or what's his name? I just literally was just buying without looking at prices.
Mm-hmm.
I only was using a card that had a certain amount of money on it. So,
okay. Now this peach cobbler, because you seem to really hype up this peach cobbler. Yeah. Was it that good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I would say it's probably neck and neck with peach cobbler we get at the Perry Fair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
That's a shout out to your mama because I think that's her thing, ain't it?
Yeah, the peach cobbler with the ice cream or apple cobbler. I don't know which one she gets. But I was surprised on like how everything else was expensive, and then the peach cobbler was like $5. But I mean, you're getting a whole tub of it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, for like $5?
$5. Terry Black's barbecue.
Oh, that was up. That's what I meant to. And that, where was this at? What city?
No idea.
How did you find it then?
TikTok. Best barbecue places, and I think it was in Houston. It was definitely in Houston or around the Houston area because that's where we were staying. But yeah, just searched it up on TikTok, and I didn't know that it was a super well known barbecue spot until like I got back, and I think I posted a clip on social media, and it kind of blew up, and people were talking about it in the comments.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So Terry Black. I'm gonna have to remember that. And you, how often do you use TikTok to find restaurants? Because this is a new thing to me.
That's the main thing I do.
Because one of my friends, they use it, and I can't even remember who told me. Yeah, to use it to find food.
And my main reason for doing it is just because, like, word of mouth, that's good. But I mean, everybody has their own opinions, own taste buds, and could be different motives. Like maybe they're family owned, or maybe they're just a friend of the owners, and they're trying to help support the business. With nothing against that, but I mean, I would just rather see the food. I want to see what the food looks like, see people's experiences. Or I really don't care for the experiences, but just see what the food look like and if the food is good. If the food is good and the proportions is solid, then I'll probably be there. The only thing I don't like when it comes to restaurants is when you get to like higher end restaurants, not only does the price go up, but the proportions shrink like massively.
That is interesting. I never even thought about that.
Vividly one time, great restaurant. Where was that? Raised on the River.
Yeah, I ain't been. I heard of it though.
Food was fire, but I mean, we literally went to Little Caesars right after because I was still hungry. After appetizer, entree, and dessert.
Wow, how much it ran you? You remember?
I think it was in between 150 200.
Dang, and see, that's discouraging now.
So it's like,
I would go to Raised on the River, and I would probably think about it because I've heard it so often until you say that. Because yeah, I mean, I like the portions.
It was me and Shy. And we all, anytime we go out to eat, we get 3 entrees instead of just your traditional 2.
You are just like your daddy.
Yeah, so we want to try a little bit of everything.
And you are your daddy's child. That is,
so
and
like
that's the
goal. She'll have her main, I have my main. We'll have one we both kind of wanted to
pick off of.
Split.
Yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. Eater's gonna eat, my boy. We gonna eat. What? What? Cause I said Eater's gonna eat. Yeah. Oh no. I forgot I was gonna ask you. The trip. So y'all decided to drive. What I was gonna ask you, did you drive the whole thing, or did Shai do some of the driving?
I think on the way there, I drive the whole thing. Then on the way to, I'm really trying to remember. I can't remember for real. Since we left at like the worst time possible, I was probably like halfway asleep during driving.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think I remember vividly driving the whole way there, driving straight to Austin, us getting there and it being morning time and we just not going to sleep and just going out to eat. But on the way to Louisiana, I think I remember it being like super foggy and I was super tired because we had been working out that whole day. I think that was the day we went to the gym like twice and played pickleball. And then hopped on the road right after that. So I was pretty tired and knocked out for probably 2 hours.
What started you playing pickleball? I forgot. You reminded me. I wanted to come back in. How did you get into pickleball?
I'm trying to think. That's a great question.
White boys? Yep. Had to be.
I don't even think so. It's funny you say that, though, because that's something I mention like all the time. But, no, I think it was my homeboy named Joe. He's black.
Yeah.
But yeah, that run club. He said we're going to try to play pickleball. I never heard of it before. Yeah, really never heard of it before. I thought it was a new sport. I start playing and come to find out, oh yeah, people playing it for years.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're a 4-year vet. I just heard of this like in August. And
yeah.
I don't know. It gets pretty fun, pretty addicting. You don't have to be the most athletic for it, and I think what makes it so fun for me is just like I don't know, kind of with basketball, it was most of the people I play with is not that good. Like if I play, I'm probably like really only losing to like people who actually play basketball. Like if you play basketball, like high level in high school or any college basketball, you probably cooking me. But if you're just playing street ball, neighborhood ball with like no actual fundamental game, they're not really the best. So it became easy to beat them. But I feel like with pickleball is a little different because it's a sport to where like age really doesn't matter as much, especially if you're playing doubles. Like yesterday, me and my homeboy were both like 21 getting smacked by old ladies.
What?
And it's like,
I wish I would have been there for that.
I mean, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I like the sport just because, I mean,
it doesn't require a lot of athleticism.
Very competitive, and just you lose to people you don't think you would lose to. Like it could be an outer shape.
How old were these
bigger
ladies?
lady.
Were they wrinkled?
I mean, yeah, the wrinkle for sure.
What?
Now most of the people
Were they talking trash?
Most of the people.
Why do I envision them talking trash? They was talking trash.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, I wish I would have been there. That would have been funny.
I mean, if you get them riled up, it gets pretty bad. I remember vividly my first time ever like witnessing pickleball. It was before I started playing. We were at Sykes. We were playing basketball.
Were they using language? The older ladies.
I don't remember too much language.
They was talking trash to y'all though.
Yeah. But it was like more so. It wasn't like, oh, you're trash, get off the court. It was more so like funny talk, just because the kind of player I am, I'm gonna talk trash regardless.
Yeah.
Like you hit the ball, hit the net. And I'm like, hey, you know you're supposed to hit the ball over the net, right? But the score will be like literally 11-1.
Right.
And like we're nowhere near, but you know it's like
you gotta
trash
talk trash
like
still.
that. But.
Yeah. And they was returning.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like I was saying, the first time I ever seen pickleball, I remember vividly. It was they were playing doubles. It was, I think it was a dude and a girl on each side. The dude hit the ball and it like hit grandma straight in the face. Like
what?
It was going pretty fast too, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And everybody asking, you all right? You all right? Shit, yeah, let's go. And
Come on.
It was pretty funny to me, but
nice. Nice. And you mentioned heavy set people could play this, and it's not a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have to try that. I'm on the way, bro. You inspire me to lose weight, but well, I done it the first time. This is where I said earlier in the intro, you know, I did a lot of things to try to encourage y'all, and then it's funny now to watch y'all get out there and then do the things I did, and then I'm like, dang, you know what? Yeah, I got to get back because look at them. You know, I mean, because I don't think it's, and this is not me patting my own self on the back, but I don't think it's coincidence that, you know, this started off with running for you.
I think
because that's how it started.
Asked me that, or if I was just thinking about that the other day. Yeah, I don't know, but it was on my mind. I was like, it's crazy how my dad used to be running a lot, but if I were to think back or tell somebody my story, I don't think I would start like that long ago. Or I wouldn't go all the way back to that. I would say, oh yeah, I got into running. I was in the gym. I met a guy in the gym. He said he started running, invited me to a run club. And, like, the people there kind of just convinced me to do a half marathon. Then I wanted to get better.
Yeah.
Said I would never do a marathon. Ended up doing a marathon.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, it just kind of took off from there. But I always forget the fact that, yeah, I actually started running a little while ago, even though I wasn't, like, going for any times. Really just completion. Wasn't taking it serious at all. No training.
You just
playing. Street with my dad. A couple other races.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
you're just having fun.
Yeah.
You're just having fun because at first, that when I started, it was just me moving along. You know, I graduated from the treadmill to going outside because the treadmill got boring. So then I went outside. Then once I went outside and was doing like 3 miles, then I don't even know how I wound up running the first 5K. I think that might have been with John. That was y'all's T-ball, one of y'all's coaches, the white guy named John. You remember what I'm talking about? He encouraged me to get out there and run a race and win a medal. And then once I did that, then I was just doing it for the medals. And then after my time started getting good, then you start revving up. Okay, I'm gonna try to do 6, you know, or a 10K in under an hour or whatnot. But yeah, so that's what's up. Last thing about your trip. What is, you think, like the biggest takeaway from your trip? The biggest lesson that you may have learned? Or any kind of encouragement you may have for anybody else deciding to, you know, get out there and maybe take them a road trip and go see some things. You know, would you do it again? Oh, and that's the other thing. Sorry, the question is going to be a little more complicated than that. will you take another trip? Are you looking into doing another trip? Maybe going back to Houston, or is there any other bucket list place that you be like, okay, we need to drive here next, or I want to go visit there next? Let's answer that first.
So I'll start with my main takeaway. That will be my biggest takeaway probably was what the definition of success looked like for me, and just having so much time. I can't remember the last time where I had a full week off and absolutely did everything and anything I wanted to do for a full week. And I don't remember the time I've ever done that. Even as a kid, I mean, I still had to go to school. Don't really want to do it at school. You might have days where school is exciting, but not really something you actually wanted to do. But to have a full week to do everything I wanted to do on my own time, not on anybody else's time, I feel like that's probably going to be like the blueprint for success and where I strive to get to one day. And just to have enough capital to be able to fund that.
Still
with no limits.
Remnants of your old man. I strive for that too, just to be able to get to a place where you're doing exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing is because that's what you want to do. Even, I mean, if you think about it, you know, as far as lifestyle goes, even with your job that you do day in and day out, the thing that you actually use to bring in income to provide for you and yours, if you can make that something you actually want to do, because then that just becomes a part of something that you want to do. So yeah, no, I like that. And I can see that.
Yeah.
How you having that whole week to do everything you wanted to do and not having to do other things.
And to answer the second question, would I go back, or what was the question again?
Would you go back to Houston? Or is there any other traveling plans, like after you done that? Because that's if I'm understanding it correctly, was your first big trip ever that you did on your own. You know, will you do it again? Because you said earlier about traveling, and you're not what it's supposed to be.
My second trip, but that was the biggest trip. My first trip was probably like a couple weeks after my birthday when I turned 21. Me and Sean went to Myrtle Beach, but that was more so. Yep. It wasn't a full week. It was like 4 days. 4 days, 3 nights.
You did.
Didn't have the most to do.
And then before that, you're gonna say you also went on a cruise.
Yeah, I wouldn't really count the cruise either. I was kind of. This was my homeboys. If y'all see this, which is probably unlikely, but that was kind of dead. Okay. That I learned something from that. The cruise is just be mindful who you go with. Y'all don't have the same hobbies, activities, and if you're going on a trip, don't just send money and expect everybody else to plan it out. Because the cruise was like, I'm the only cruise I've ever been in, but what I would think is probably like the worst cruise possible. No amenities, 2 pools. That was pretty much it. I mean, we went to what felt like a third world country in like Mexico.
Yeah.
Like everybody's walking on dirt roads, riding past on scooters, which was good for a moment. But when you realize this is where we're spending the day, it's not really too much to do.
That's because you should have went to the pyramids, bro.
I didn't plan the trip. It was like, hey, you want to go on a cruise? We're going on a cruise this date. I can request off. How much is it? Send $250. We're going with Q's family. Sent $250. When day came, hey, just meet me at my house and we're gonna leave from here. You'll be back this day. And there was like no planning on my end, so I just need to be mindful next time.
Yeah.
But as far as trips coming up, it's mixed feelings about it. Just because I'm still in a similar mindset of like location really doesn't matter too much to me. It's more so activities. So like I was just talking about this morning. Activity I want to do that's been on my mind lately is like snowboarding. Like that sounds pretty fun.
Bro, come on, bro. And see, and this is where I messed up because I wanted to be the ones to take y'all snowboarding. I still try to say I'm gonna be the ones to take y'all overseas. If one day
overseas was like if there were to be any trips this year, there's 3 destinations in mind that could possibly happen. None of them are guaranteed. It could be none of them, but it's either snowboarding, me signing up for the London Marathon,
Come on, yo! This is
Or-
new news. This is a exclusive right here. Y'all getting an exclusive because I swore I asked him after the Publix, and we gonna get into that. He laid on that ground and said, "No more marathons for me. I'm done."
You gotta listen to my exact wording. And I still say to this day, I will never run the Publix marathon again.
Okay,
So it's
Did I
more
get it?
specific, like Publix. Like the hills are just pretty bad. Like
Yeah.
the
You tell
distance
me.
of 26 miles never really scared me. It was more so the terrain at the speed I was trying to accomplish that.
But you'll get it.
Yeah, I
get
think
it.
so as well. I
You
think
just need more.
I'll be able to. I'm doing another marathon this year. If it's the London or not, like regardless, it's just a bucket list item.
You on your way to do the 7? You gonna try to do the big 7? You know there's a big 7, right?
Yeah, Big 7 or like the.
Damn it,
Yeah,
boy.
I'm not sure though. I probably wouldn't try to go that hard.
See, you're
Qualify for Boston. You got to go like sub 3 and.
Listen. Go Chicago. Chicago's part of the big 7.
Yeah.
Chicago's all flat.
Yeah.
Chicago is you. I think I sent it to you
Yeah,
already.
you sent it to me. A lot of people told me Chicago.
Use
and New
Chicago
York.
to get the qualifier for Boston or New York.
I mean, there's probably like hundreds of different marathons you can do to be the flattest, but sub 3 even on flat terrain, that's like heavy toll on training. And the only way I see possible for me to be able to dedicate that much time for training is probably like after I'm like setting a career. That's what a schedule and like I set off days.
Yeah.
And like more so like work-life balance.
You got 6 more to go before you get to the. So you could just make that one your 7th one.
Yeah,
So you still got 6 marathons. I mean,
haven't thought that far.
if you do
at
2
all.
marathons a year, that's still gonna take you 3 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, you might not have a career, but in 3 years, I mean, from what you told me you got going on, you know, I'm not gonna put that one out there. I'm gonna let you if you decide to talk about where you're headed to. You should be there in 3 years. No,
Yeah, for sure. That timeline's on for less than a year.
see, so you got it. I think you can do it, bro. I mean, listen, so going back to this snowboarding, you go snowboarding, you need to let me know because I may throw my hand in with y'all and just travel with y'all, and then you know I don't need to. You grown, so we get there. You might do your own thing, and I may do my own as well. But I will be snowboarding because that is something I definitely wanted to try to do, and I've never really done that one, so that'd be dope.
Yeah.
So and we're talking about Colorado or Seattle or Washington. You know what?
Nah, I just want to snowboard. So that's like one of the main things I was saying. Like I don't really care about location. I'm more so pursuing my activities. Do I want to go for the best mountains or do I want to go for closest, more affordable, or like who am I going with? Like that just has to be planned out. But third location would probably be Las Vegas. I do have also through my Hilton Honors membership. I got a free 4-day 3-night stay at this resort out there. So it's just about me calling and setting the dates.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you got the Vegas, you got the timeshare.
They're actually paying me $200 to go.
Nah, that's dope. Do it. Vegas is fun. It's fun for a couple times. After a while, you be like, okay, I'm good on Vegas. But yeah, nah, do it. That's what's up. So we got. I do like the idea that you're not saying a place, but you're saying it's things I want to do. That's good. Live your life like that, because that's when you get the most out of it. You're going because it's something actually you want to see there, because that makes it worth it. For me, it's eating, and I literally, you know, if I had the funds and the time, would take trips just to go eat places that I see on TV, just because I like to eat. So I feel that. I like that. So moving on. Now we got to you brought up the Publix, and you recently ran it. How was it? How do you think you did?
I got mixed feelings. I feel like for the general population, first marathon, sub 4 hours, woohoo, big goal. Me personally, I was almost 20 minutes behind the pace I was going for. And so I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I feel like pat myself on the back a little bit. You completed the first marathon. It's out the way. Now you know to do next time and what to look out for when you're signing up for your next marathon if you're trying to go for a time. And it's like no real emotions about it. More so just meh.
Okay, so let's test this. Just meh. You know, there's speak of a wall. Did you ever come to this wall? I know a lot of runners just say about 20.
Yeah, exactly what they said. And I kind of laughed. I was running with this one guy. I can't remember his name. For miles, like think it was like 15 all the way to 21. I'm running with this one guy just talking, and I laughed right in front of the mile 20 sign. Both hamstrings just like caught the worst cramp, and I was literally like limping for like a second. But I mean, he encouraged me to pick back up pace. So for mile 20 to 21, like that whole mile, I'm just pushing through. It's all mental.
Yeah.
But really after mile 21, it was like my hamstrings and quads now feeling like I'm on the verge of a Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Just extreme pain, hurts, and it was more so, and it was so hard for me at that point at mile 21 because I was still on pace to get my 3:30 finish time.
Oh.
And it's like I want to push, but can I push?
Mm-hmm.
And is it worth it to push? Is it worth it to push and try to get this 3:30 with the risk of being so injured that I can't recover from it? Because it really did feel like that.
Bro,
bad.
I don't even know. I really don't know what you're talking about right now because David Goggins would be like, there's no injury that you're not going to recover from. Shut your ass up.
I meet people all the time. That's like, okay, I pushed a little too far. And it's like, it's never recovered. Never felt the same.
Yeah.
Never been able to match that performance. And it's like, I feel like maybe I gave myself the easy way out and just said, let's just finish.
Yeah.
But.
Okay, so you'll never run a Publix again?
Not very likely. No.
You don't feel like it's something that you need to beat? And I ask you that because after I ran it, I'll run another marathon, but my sole purpose is that Publix because when I ran it, they was picking up the cones behind me. Like literally, the lady was like, "Come on, you can do it," as she was picking up the cones. And I said to myself, "Yeah, I got to get back in shape." Because when I ran the Publix marathon, that was after I did all that running, and I had put some of the weight back on, and so just on a whim, I was like, I'm gonna run the Publix. If I was gonna run the Publix, I should have ran it back then when I was when I was at the top of my running, because at that point I was running like a half marathon nonstop with like a 10-minute pace, dang near a 9-minute pace, and I would have done way better then. By the time I ran the Publix marathon, I probably was doing like 15-minute miles, and that was at best. That's I think, walking. Yeah. And once I was done, I was like, okay, I got to run this race again because it kicked my tail, and I'm not going to let it happen again. I got to show this race, or at least this Publix marathon, who the boss of me is, and it's definitely not this race. So that's why I asked you if but you're not going to run it again.
Yeah, in my head, it's like, it's not that deep. I'm upset that I didn't get my time, but to run and say, like, this specific race defeated me, no. I mean, because if I wanted to go out there and have a good time, I could run the whole thing straight, nonstop, and finish and have a good time.
And so I think that's probably on a lower level what it is for me. I just don't. The good time is, and you've heard me tell you this during your race, that
finishing feeling good.
Yes, that is paramount for me. I want to be able to finish and then still go enjoy my day and have fun. Like I just whipped your tail.
That was me. Nothing for my second half marathon, which was the Thanksgiving half marathon at Vistico. I just did so bad during my previous because I think it wasn't even my training for that one. It was a night race and my lack of preparation. I did like a 2:17 when my goal was like a 1:45. But that whole day, didn't drink any water. Ate a big Chipotle meal a couple hours before the race with like extra vinaigrette and sour cream. And I was like, literally like
the youth of youthfulness.
I don't care. I'll be all right. But I mean, halfway through the race, stomach was hurting. I spent like 15 minutes in the bathroom, literally, and then was walking because I just didn't care. But when it came to the half marathon, it was more so, okay, I've had locked in training. I've done this distance multiple times. I've done even longer. Even training for my half marathon, I didn't want there to be any issue when it comes to muscle fatigue or cramping. So I tried to run like 50 miles.
Overtrain, yeah.
So I tried to go for a 50-mile run, maybe like a month before my race.
Dang.
Only made it to 39.
Wait, so this was before the first time doing a half?
No, that was
your second time?
That was after the first time, before the second time.
The first time is when you had the cramps and you ate first.
First time I had the cramps and
you ate poorly. Yeah, no drink, no water. Okay, then the second time.
A month after that was people told me about the Investico, and I was like, okay, this will give me a time to get a better time. It's a little bit hillier, and it's a morning race, so I don't have to really too much concern myself with how I'm gonna eat or how I'm gonna fuel,
because you're gonna wake up and
go. Mm-hmm. So you have a good meal before the night before. But yeah, the 39-mile run felt like horrible. I think I cried at the end of that run, just because I'm like 11 miles away from 50 miles, but I literally just couldn't. Like, I couldn't even walk. And it was like even worse because I literally had work. So I had to end the run because it was hurting to walk. So jogging was out of the question. And
then you had to go to work after that?
I had to go to work. I had to be to work in like 30 minutes at the end of that
Youth of youthfulness. You was crying at work?
No. I mean,
you just crying because you didn't finish.
Yeah, and then it wasn't like I was like bawling. It was probably like a literal 30 seconds of tears dropping. And I was recording a video explaining to him how I couldn't finish the run. But yeah, I was definitely.
Did you post that one?
Yeah, I posted that one. But I think like
99%
of people who seen that video did not watch to the end. I think I even showed Shy one day, and she was like, "You were crying?" And most people
welcome to content creation, sir. People, you be like, bro, you ain't watch. I mean, people run up to you. Do people run up to you and be telling you about the stuff they seen on your socials, and you be like, bro, so you be watching, but I ain't never seen you in a like, never seen you in a comment. You don't never say nothing.
I feel like that just comes with it. I don't really blame friends.
No, I don't be mad at them. I just laugh.
I think that happens a lot. I think that happens a lot more than people actually notice too. I actually did an experiment with that exact theory. I'm not even sure if you've seen it because literally nobody said till this date. The only person who knows about it is probably Shia, and that's just because I told her. I don't even think she's.
Wait, what you did?
But at the end,
somebody start listening to your video because I'll be listening. I'll be watching, and if it's the same old movements, I'm like, oh, he's not saying nothing. But let's go, let's freaking go.
And that's kind of what I assume. So like literally the last. I think it's like the 10 seconds of the video after I close out, after I say thanks for watching, and you feel the video come to the end after I'm like, all right, catch you next time. And then bloopers cut on, and it's like, I think just me eating. I was saying like some anime line, but text on screen is, if you see this.
Put something in the comments.
Yeah, so maybe you've seen it. If you see this.
No, that's just a no trick.
Yeah,
I know people do that.
If you see this, thanks for watching. You're one of my biggest supporters. Comment down below, DM me a screenshot of your comment, and I'll send you $10.
I'm about to go find it.
It's too late now. I'm gonna.
Damn it, man.
After I tell the person, it's like it doesn't count for you. I'll probably keep it up for another week tops, but the viewers have like slowed down since it's not fresh out anymore, and I haven't been pushing it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not a single person, and I kind of just equate that to me not being able to be creative enough or entertaining enough to hold that
attention to the end. Look at
long
you.
Enough into my like creator journey to have like I guess we call them super fans.
Look at you. So you can't tell me that you're not really trying to do this thing on social media because you're talking just like it.
I am, but I'm not. It's like
bro, look what you just
did.
My best. Try to see if you have people's attention. You're testing the people. You're testing your market, Mr. Beast.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend I talked about a lot of stuff yesterday, but that was one of the things. Anytime I get into anything, even if not like booking on it to work or booking on it to be, the savior, I still do like a lot of research and just try to fully understand how everything's works. So even though I'm posting social media for my own memories and just the fact that I like to see myself in cool videos, I still, since I'm posting, like to understand, why aren't my videos like hitting 100 million? Why I'm only at this number.
That's right.
And I'll just look at the analytics, and it's like average viewer retention for, let's say, last video was around 4 minutes. I go back, rewatch it. 4 minutes. The first 4 minutes is mostly talking. The back end of the video is where most of the editing is. So I was talking with Shy and a couple other guys.
You really is studying the game. Go ahead.
Maybe next time, next vacation, let's get a couple montages in there early on. Hook it. Not just like the intro, because after the intro, I went straight talking, but. Yeah. Just
it's interesting because when I put it in Opus Clip, Opus Clip clipped your intro as one.
And intro is probably what takes like the most time, just because that's like the first 30 seconds. And I realized after posting YouTube videos in the past, that's the best way to even hold somebody's attention. If the first 30 seconds is good, they got a reason to watch it. They watch it, And it's around that 4 to 5 minute mark where if you're not holding their attention, they'll just click off the video.
See, and you're giving me you're kind of encouraging me for the podcast. One thing is you like seeing yourself on video.
Yeah.
That is a me issue, meaning it's not video for me. It's audio. This is how come. This is one of the biggest things why I'm on a podcast, because I like the sound of my voice. And the crazy part about it is, though, I hardly ever go back and listen to my voice. I like it when I hear it, but I don't really just go back and listen to it. But I do like this. So this is why I do it. The other thing I was going to say was I do like the idea of the montage, and I wonder if I need to think about that to get for promo for the podcast, if I can figure out a way to get Opus Clip to give a montage of just the different subjects that we go through in the podcast, and just teasers of it. When they say, oh, they talk about marathon. Oh, they talk about Vegas. Oh, he want to go snowboard. And oh, they talking about playing, and just piece by piece, and then make it just like one montage. That would be, I need to think about that. But yeah,
I think that would be more so just you. The only reason I say probably not Opus Clip is because Opus Clip is just AI. It's gonna just pull out where you got louder, and if you're getting louder, it's generally like a form of somebody getting excited. It's gonna go to that and just pull that. And
bro, why are you stealing my joy of using Opus Clip? Because you talking to me like bro, I've been trying Opus Clip. It's not really gonna do as much as you can do it better by yourself if you do it.
I think about that a lot when people tell me stuff, and it's like I've never tried Opus Clip. I could just look.
So other people have tried to tell you about Opus Clip.
There was just other things in general, like it's completely off topic, but Frank was telling me he was going to a conference, and I didn't say anything, but just listening to what the conference was about. I think it was like for how to build your own supplement brand, I think, but it's like supplements they already have made for you, and you're just putting your name and face on it and pushing it. Yeah, and I'm like, it sounds like just like another one of those. I don't know. I don't know how too much to explain it. But I feel like it wasn't the best use of time to go for a conference for that.
Oh. But with that concept he told you heard that before.
Was it from you?
Yes.
Yeah, I just be feeling like, bro, it's dumb.
How?
Because I feel like...
you're going to tell me what you told me.
People are real. So if I know you and I know you're coming to sell me this supplement, and... just the way you sell it, the way people, since I worked in sales a little bit,
and thank you, because I was definitely finna allude to your own sales experience, sir.
The way sometimes people pitch something, you can tell how much they know about it. So like if, let's say somebody was to sell me a supplement and they're explaining it to me, and I kind of ask them, and even if they were to say like what's in it and why it's in it word for word, you can kind of hear they're not as passionate about it. Just because they haven't put the time in. And it's literally just, I just took this can and now it's my face and label on here, and you're in it for the money purposes and not for the actual service,
for the benefit of
the actual benefit of the user. And you don't really know, and you don't really like live the lifestyle to be able to use the product, even though if you might,
what I
mean? So like, I don't know, it's just easy to tell different kind of owners from apart when they've put the work in versus they just bought the company and now they're trying to increase revenue.
Now that's honorable. That's honorable. I could see that. I could see that. I would still point to the same argument that I made in the beginning. Is if on the surface level you buy my product makes you go to the gym more because it's telling you, hey, it's gonna change you and it's gonna help you. And even if I know that you're going to the gym is the 80%, even if I know that you're going to the gym is the 90%, and my product is actually only the 10%, if that product made you go to that gym thinking that product was the 90%, and that the gym was the 10%, just keep going to the gym. That's fine. The only thing I would be like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Long as you think that, long as you just keep going to the gym for that 10%. You're gonna see the change, and if you do it long enough, you'll realize that I really got you, thinking that it was the supplement when it really was the gym. But by that time, you'll already love the gym. Like, and before you're gonna come back and get mad at me and say, but before you're gonna come back and get mad at me, and be like, man, you sold me on this product. You more than likely gonna be like, dang, you got me with your product. But by the time I realized it, I had got myself with the gym. And so, I mean, the older you get too, though, and I'm gonna say this, my boy, the older you get too, you realize there's no secret, no tricks to nothing. If you really wanted to get it done, you could do it without any of the supplements or any of the medicines or the medications. If you really wanted to get it done, there were ways to get it done. Everything else is just a trick or a small help. I mean, and that's literally what it is. Everything is a small help or a trick, because it's still gonna take grit. Because nothing's gonna make you run that marathon. Nothing's gonna make you lift that weight in the gym. You're gonna have to do it. You could drink the pre-workout, but you still got to lift the weight.
Yeah.
And you still gonna have to get progressive overload to build the muscles. The steroids on the bone. So you shooting your arms up with steroids is not gonna grow your muscle. You can shoot all the steroids the whole world had to offer and not grow a single muscle until you lift some weights and then lift it on a consistent basis and then increase the amount or the reps. So it's always going to be work. But I think still at the end of the day you still can sell it. I mean, because it would be equivalent to, it could be equivalent as simple as I'm going to the gym, but I'm gonna need my iPods, my AirPods. If I go to that gym and I don't got my AirPods, I'm not going to that gym. I will leave. So then the AirPods becomes the reason you go to the gym, or one of the main reasons that helps you stay in there. So, but you always got to have it. And I would think, like, for pre-workout or protein, hey, I'm not fixing to go to the gym if I don't got this protein. And then my favorite protein, I like how I feel when it go in. It's, it gets me started. So I would never feel bad about it. But at the end of the day, and if it helps, it helps. If it helps, it helps. If it doesn't help and you're saying that it helps, then of course, then that's the lie. That's the immoral part of it. But if it's helping at least a little bit, then it's still helping. And I think, like I said, and I'm going to shut up on this because it's supposed to be about you and I'm doing all the talking right now, but I think a great deal of it, of all of that motivation, is mental. Even with the pre-workout.
I was just thinking the whole time you were thinking that, saying that, that's exactly what I was thinking. And that, for that reason, I don't think any product on the face of the earth will work in that exact scenario. You're trying to get somebody to go to the gym, and this is the 90% why you're going to want to go to the gym, because you have this, or because you want this, or because I feel like at that point, it sounds like more so like chasing a feeling. And if you're chasing feelings, feelings always change. And what if one morning you wake up and you don't feel like going?
Yeah, but then
you just won't go.
But then you got to remember too, though, there are other feelings involved, not just the feeling of I don't feel like going, but then if you can get them to think about, okay, so you don't feel like going. Now let's think about the feeling of accomplishment that you have every time you go.
And then
let's think about the feelings of that pump in the middle of it, and when everything seems to be coming together all at once. The pre-workout with that favorite song, with that in the middle of you know this weight is heavy, but you feel yourself getting stronger. You know that this used to be light for you, but now you just breathing and pushing through it like it's nothing. Boy, an amazing feeling. And hopefully those feelings will be, you'll have enough of them to say, you know what, let me just get in there.
Yeah, that's rare though.
Yeah, but the truth is though.
Yeah, it doesn't work. And I look at somebody that's like, if you got to think about all that to go to the gym, I think the issue is probably outside of the gym. It's probably something else, because I don't know. That's a lot of like mental.
I'm gonna think about that tomorrow morning whenever I get up and I need to go and I don't feel like I'm gonna say, okay, the reason I'm not going has got to be something else outside of this.
Yeah. I definitely did not word that right, but I feel like if your goal is big enough going to the gym, you'll force yourself to go regardless of how you feel, and it won't be an option, especially once you build that momentum. And I think that's probably the hardest part, building that momentum. Getting a continuous schedule that you just follow up. Mm-hmm. And like, if you've been doing something for 30 days straight, I mean, you got momentum behind you. You don't want to mess up that record. You want to keep going 31 days, 32 days, 100 days. But
yep, true that.
I think if your goal isn't big enough in the beginning and you're too comfortable with where you're at, or you don't care as much, or even the biggest thing for me is probably you don't have enough community or people around you doing what you're thinking about doing, and sometimes you honestly just have to have people right there next to you holding you accountable. And it's like, I think Friday morning. Woke up, didn't feel like working out that morning, but I had a high rocks training session. I think I worked. I didn't go to sleep that night till like probably closer a little after 11. And my normal bedtime is 10, and I have to be up at 3 to make it to a high rocks workout. That's at 4:30. And it's just like high rocks is already super difficult. Don't want to do it, but I've told somebody I was going to go already.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you want to look if you told somebody, you just met them, they don't know you from a can of paint, and you told them, I will be there at 4:30 for a high rocks workout, and it's a private group, invite only, they're allowing you the opportunity, and you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, that's true. Look at you. You're learning. I like this. So tell me this, because that's another thing, too, you didn't mention. High rocks. That's a competition in New York, right?
It's a competition worldwide, but it's a...
And are you doing that? You still doing that this year?
I'm still doing it. I've already signed up for it, which is like, I'm kind of...
When is this?
When is it?
Yeah.
It's going to be June 3rd in New York. My buddy's doing it probably a week before me, the 28th, I believe. But yeah, it's a race comprised of a 1K run and then a station. 7 stations, running 8K in total. Yeah, that's about it. So I'll run a kilometer and then do like something like ski for 1,000 meters. Run a kilometer, sled push 200 meters, like I think like 350 loaded up on it, and 1K, And it's just like a mixture of different stations.
And so that's where you're going every morning. How many days a week you train for that?
Not every morning. Like my full training routine is centered around high rocks, but like the group I work out with is called Endure, and they host like high rock station specific workouts. And I train with a group of people, which makes it just a lot easier to push yourself.
What's the oldest person in that group? If you could guess. Anybody with gray hair?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The first dude I met there, his name, I believe, is Rob. Beard, had a little bit of grace.
Black or white?
Black. I think everybody in the group so far I met is black.
Cool. And you said that's June 3rd. I may try to go to that one. But I ain't going to be able to do both, because if you go to Colorado soon, too, and I need to pick and choose. You need to let me know these dates, sir, so I can decide which one I'm doing.
I don't really have dates. Like, even the high rocks, it's just last minute. Do I want to do it?
To be young
if I want to
again.
do it bad enough, I'll just make it happen.
Nah, that's real. So you said London. You looked into London? And are you trying to run it the next London Marathon?
I haven't looked into it, so I have no idea if it's passed already or when that would be. But right now I'm just focused on high rocks. So after high rocks, I'll kind of pick my next competition, which is kind of dependent on how the high rocks goes. But I kind of have somewhat of an idea how it's going to go. And basically my way out of doing an ultra marathon this year is getting a sub 1 hour high rocks.
Yeah, I forgot you told me this.
Still insanely fast, and I don't think I have enough time to get to a sub 1 hour. I only got 2 months, and it took a little longer to get back into training.
Doing ultra.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to do an ultra. So yeah, that leaves me with an ultra and a marathon this year.
It's a guy that I used to follow on Facebook. I see if I can remember him, but he one of them guys. He one of them David Goggins types, and that's what he does, is ultras all the time, or he used to be. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is when I do watch your stories, but then it's always a get ready with me that I get, and I see you trying to read through the Bible in a year. You still trying to do that?
Yeah, so I still do it Monday through Friday. It's like
it's only a Monday through Friday schedule. Interesting.
My friend that gave it to me, he actually does Saturdays as well, but I just choose not to, and just choose to take a break from reading it. Even though during service this morning, the pastor was preaching a lot about your daily, picking up your cross daily, diving into the Word of God daily. I just use Saturdays though. I just more so chill, lean back, and if I feel motivated to pick up the Word of God and read, I just read. But it's more so prayers on Saturday. But it's like nothing crazy. It's literally just like if I think of something on my heart, 10 seconds, sit, prayer. It'd be done with, and that'll just be my daily kind of thing. But yeah, Monday through Friday, set in stone. Have a certain chapters I'm supposed to be reading from each book, and that gets read like regardless of if I'm sitting reading it or if I'm tight on time. It has to get done.
Yeah,
so, audio book at the last option, but
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's dope. But anytime I ever went through a 1 year reading plan, I would always think it was 7 days a week. But you got one that's only 5 days a week, and it'd be done in a year. But essentially, that does mean you're having greater chunks to read on that Monday through Friday. Is there what's like an overall theme maybe about God that you're getting so far that you keep coming across? You be like, you know what? I keep seeing this message jump out of the pages.
So one thing is funny you said that. I was having a discussion with my management a couple of days ago about it. The Sabbath. The Sabbath has come up a couple times during my readings, and I think that's something I want to indulge in and start to practice. So starting like April 8th, I told them I'm not working anymore Sundays.
Oh,
They
yeah?
told me that was an option. I told them I'm not working anymore Sundays. So we'll kind of see where that goes. It's either, I think with that, it'll end up just be me calling out every Sunday or finding somebody to take my shift. But I kind of just told them, hey, I'm not working anymore Sundays.
And you I noticed this with you. You like to work up the ranks.
Yeah, so like I feel like if
That's going to be in contradiction to that.
it will be. And I did take that into account. With promotion, I think the only way I would reconsider is maybe doing the Sabbath on Saturday instead of Sunday. But regardless, it's going to have to be one of those days that's consistently off. And the only reason I say that is not because, oh, yeah, you guys are paying me more. Okay, so you can have my Sunday. It's more so just through my readings, I found out that the seventh day was the day that the Lord took Sabbath. And if you look at the calendar, the seventh day is Saturday. It's not Sunday. The Sunday is the first day of the week. So if with promotion and if it was needed that bad, I could consider doing Saturday and just kind of rethink my schedule and see how that will work. But, I mean, until then, it will be Sunday.
Okay. All right, that's dedication. Is Sha also reading through it with you?
She does her own Bible studies. I'm not sure how she's reading through it, but she's not on the same Bible reading plan as me.
Run with Christ. Do y'all have Bible studies?
Yes and no. It's a little bit more sporadic. So Run with Christ is the run club I run with. We do like daily or weekly scripture readings right before the run. Where one of the co-founders, either Jessica or Sammy, will just come up very shortly and just read a scripture for the day, pray over us, pray over everybody's well-being. And then there's been a couple Saturdays where people will have like Bible studies right after in a local hotel or coffee shop or restaurant. And then throughout the week, they do have a couple groups that might meet up like sporadically, like, hey, I want to do a Bible study tonight at my place and invite people over. People bring food. It's a good time. I've only
Have you been to one of them?
Maybe one, but
Oh, are they cool?
yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I will say it's probably
Do they really go through the Bible? I mean, do they really study something out of the Bible?
yeah, so we have a specific passage that they're going over. They talk about it, what they think about it. We might have discussion afterwards on how we felt about the word. And then I think the time I went, we all broke into like small groups, and I think it was like groups of 5, and we all talk about how we think that word could have impacted us and in what ways we could take that and apply it into our own lives.
So so then when we think about fitness and we think about faith, both of those require some type of discipline and some type of consistency. What we didn't talk about is your meal plan and your meal prep, because I know that's something that you've been consistent with even before I moved out of the house. How do you maintain your consistency? What pushes you to do it over and over again, no matter how late you get home or no matter how early you got to get up? What's going through your head to make you, say, okay, I got to get this done, regardless?
I'm not sure where I heard this at. When I used to work in a warehouse job, I used to listen to like a lot of motivational speakers, or I used to talk to a lot of people.
You using the freezer up north?
Yeah, that's literally what I had to do to literally get me through some of those shifts, because, I mean, the pay was great, still like one of the highest paying jobs I ever had. But on the rare occasion that I had to work into the freezer, it was literally getting to the point to where every time I was in there, I just feel like I just wanted to quit. Because, like, it's so cold, like negative 15 degrees. As soon as you walk in, like, your fingers automatically go numb. And I'll have like 3 pairs of gloves with heat warmers on each finger.
Yeah.
And I'm literally still numb. But so I would literally listen to like motivational podcasts or speakers literally during shift in headphones just to help get me through that one shift.
Yeah.
But I said all that to say, what keeps me consistent?
You heard somebody say it. You don't remember who or which.
I said a little too much because now I can't remember what I was gonna say exactly.
What makes you get up to do it again and again, no matter how late, no matter what time it is, no matter what else you got going on? I got to get this done.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not giving yourself any other option. So, like today, I know kind of went a little later than I thought we was gonna go.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it
like
up. So.
Today, regardless, I know a bucket list of things to do: meal prep, cook, oil change. That's non-negotiables, just because I've realized in the past pushing something off to the next day or pushing something off to another day is very risky because you don't know what that day holds. Every day is like something new. During our sermon today, he told us that every day is a gift and you want to live today like it's the last day. And I think I also just worry a lot about my future if I don't do these things now. So it's like no other options. And for the meal prep, I talked to somebody this morning again about how I'm able to stay so consistent with it. I think it's a superpower, honestly, but I'm just, if I can choose to find enjoyment in like everything I do. So whether that's meal prep, I was eating the same chicken and rice bowl for maybe like a year and a half, almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. And I mean, tasted good to me. It tasted good once. It tastes good twice. And just repeating that same thing. And the second reason for it was just because, I mean, it's less expensive, so that's one. So I know it's going to be cheaper. Mm-hmm. I'm making it, so I dictate how good or bad it's going to be. If I'm rushing this week, I might be stuck with some sucky meal prep then. Yeah. And after a while, it gets tired. Switch it up. You can switch up seasonings, switch up sauces, and have a completely new dish. Yeah. I'm still trying to make this. I think, did I watch you make bourbon chicken? Yeah, I made that once. I did. I did, and I smoked it. You cooked it outside on the grill, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I tried to cook bourbon chicken about a month ago. It was trash, bro. I ate it once, and I was like, I'm gonna meal prep my way through the rest of it and just eat it with some rice. Nah, I threw it away the next week. It wasn't no good. I think that's probably just because I worked at Penny Express for a while. So
oh yeah,
but yeah, we didn't make bourbon chicken, but it's close enough. And I feel like with cooking, unless you're baking, I mean, you just know kind of what seasons and what stuff kind of go together to make a certain flavor. You just throw it in.
I was talking to Shy yesterday when I went by the house to. I think your mama had told me Jordan was making some pancakes, so I had to slide in on his pancakes. But is she going? You think she's really gonna run it? She gonna really get the triple peach? I think.
We'll see if she makes it through the whole peach. I believe she definitely can. I think it more so just come down to her discipline and how bad
the whole peach. What's the whole peach?
The ultimate peach. I mean,
the ultimate. Yeah.
The whole thing. It's like ultimate peach.
Is she going for the ultimate?
The ultimate peach.
Oh, because that's the Piublix.
You have to. Yeah.
See, this might be my time because I told her I was gonna. Remember, I told her I said I was gonna do it with her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it might be the time I gotta do this daggone Piublix race and tackle this mug and feel good afterwards. But it starts off with a Petri. So yes, which reminds me I need to go sign up for the Atlanta Track Club so I can guarantee my entry. Because yeah. Are you running? That's what I was asking her yesterday. That's why I brought it up. Mm. Are you running any of these races?
Probably Peachtree. Yeah, pushing a lot of my friends to run it.
I think I told her too. I said he probably gonna run the Peachtree. If you run Peachtree, you probably run that one too.
Especially just because
that's a laid back, chill race. You know what I'm saying? After all your accomplishments, you gonna run the Peachtree, and at this point you can go in and or I can walk and stroll and eat some of the things and take. Because matter of fact, that'll be excellent content.
There isn't as many vendors as it used to be.
It's not.
Running it last year was
dang.
It was no real free food. The only real like snacks that outside of your casual banana, water, Gatorade.
Wasn't no Chick-fil-A? Wasn't no Krispy Kreme?
No Krispy Kreme, no Mellow Mushroom.
What?
It was now you had people giving out like pickles, donuts. Trying to think what else.
That's garbage.
But it's all just from civilians. Like you're running past their house, so they're outside heading out random stuff. But it wasn't like no actual like big name vendors out there.
That's garbage, bro.
It's not what it used to be for sure.
I wonder what's going on with that.
That's one of the main reasons I'm running it again this year. Last year, I mean, I snuck in and didn't really have my own bib, so I wanted to hang it up. But it's like the name on the wall is gonna be Kristen, and I don't know who Kristen is. I was like, you need to run this year.
Oh, okay. Guys, because the way you said it, the way you worded it, mean like I need to run it again because I snuck in last year.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna sneak in again and sneak in again. But you mean because I did good when I snuck in, and now I gotta do it good under my name, not Kristen.
Yeah,
I got Kristen
really,
out here
really
shining.
didn't do that good back then because I had still just got into running. But
Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, now, yeah, looking at everything, you're traveling, the fitness, the faith. What is like your biggest lesson? And if somebody is watching this, and feeling stuck, what would you like to tell them?
what is my biggest lesson? And if somebody's watching this and feeling stuck, what would I tell them? It's gonna be easier today than it will be tomorrow.
I like that. It's gonna be easier today than it will be tomorrow, right? And that's a reason for not to push it off to tomorrow, because it's easier today because you don't know what tomorrow bring. You know what today bring. You know what it's gonna bring because you're gonna want to be the one to bring it.
Tomorrow you're gonna be older.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is one less day that you could have been in on your journey. Like I think The Rock had like a quote that blew up: is today gonna be? Is it gonna be one day, or is today gonna be day one?
I never heard The Rock say that.
I see.
That's when he was wrestling.
I don't know if that was. It was like literally like a story post. I think that somebody just recorded.
Is it gonna be one day
Or day
one? I like it. All right. Well, shoes. Well, thanks for coming on. I was gonna say on Under the Influence. Sheesh. Thanks for coming on. Just hear me out, my boy. What are your goals? Your content creator goals? I meant to ask that one. We're gonna end on that one.
That's fine. I'm not in that much of a rush. But content creator goals. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I would love to, blow up off of content creation, have so many brands backing me that, I can have the life to where I can do whatever I want whenever. But it's like, I don't know.
Have you considered that these brands though are going to ask you to sell things, and they're going to ask you to say things that you may not be 100% given to?
So they can. Anybody can ask you anything at the end of the day. It's about like who you are, who your brand is, and what you stand for. For me, I don't want to be one of those people who just
say if you put
take a brand on for the money and they'll say anything and everything.
But that's what I'm saying though. But anytime you get these brand deals, they're gonna want you to push their product like it is the most important part of that program. And it's never going to be the most important part of the program. The most important part of the program is that person. Is that is the most important program. The gym program is most certainly, definitely not pre-workout. Most certainly, definitely not protein or
like
BCAAs.
As a creator, if you're
or creatines,
if you're in a space to where they're actually asking you to do that, you're probably just not big enough. Because from what I've seen and what I've heard, and off the big time creators I've talked to, it's more so they just want to be a part of the journey. Like let's say Gymshark.
Yes.
Gymshark.
Now you actually you kind of went full circle. You went full circle when you said, "Bro, no free promo." I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I'm big enough, they're gonna be like, "Hey, he uses our stuff. Let's pay him." Yeah. But, and then I'll be like, "Yeah."
Then again, I go to think, if I was the business owner, man, why would I pay this guy? He's already promoting this. Why come out the pocket? Just let him keep promoting this.
Yeah,
for free.
Yeah, no.
But that was more so just a joke. I seen somebody else do that.
But it'd be more authentic too, though, if for you as a business owner to find somebody who naturally likes your stuff, because the authentic element that you brought up earlier, you didn't say it down right, but if I drink C4 now on the podcast, okay, people gonna be like, oh, he messed with C4. Yeah. But if you see me in the street walking my dog and I'm drinking a Ghost or I'm drinking a Red Bull, you be like, the fool just drink whatever. Now he may be drinking on the show, but they probably paying him. But now if you see me walking my dog or out in the gym and I got a C4, then you be like, oh, he messed with C4 heavy. Because on the show he drinking C4, But then I see him out in the streets and he drinking C4, and I think that's probably the most authentic thing. And as a business owner, for you to find somebody that's just authentically, so I would think that I would pay. Now, the difference may be nobody not gonna pay me if I drink C4 here and out in the streets walking the dog at the gym. Because as far as I know, I think I might have 2 downloads once I upload this. You know, if more come and people are listening, I don't know all of the metrics, and I could do better to pay attention to them. But I know on Apple Podcasts or on Spreaker, where this is uploaded to, I'll get 2 downloads.
I never heard that before.
What?
Is it Sprinkler?
Yeah, so Spreaker is where I send the podcast to, and Spreaker will disperse it to Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Google. But I lost my train of thought. The difference would be if I had a million followers and was authentic, then it would be different. But yeah, so, but for me, I just do what I like doing, and I let what may come. Now, if somebody offer me a brand deal, I definitely will be on here like, yo, the podcast was made best by C4.
Yeah.
I mean, and that wouldn't be all the way alive. It was better because I was awake. The best, yeah. If we're gonna match it to me being sleepy and doing a podcast.
See, if I was ever to do it, it'd be more so like, I ain't gonna lie, the hit lately, we got C4, performance drink. Ever feeling tired? Y'all just go get your one. Use code London in the link in the below.
Yeah.
And then continue with it.
Yeah.
You obviously know what to add, but I'm just saying my opinion on it. I like it.
Yeah.
You want to save 10%, hit the link down below.
That's in this case. I've been telling you to do UGC, but then that might not fit either because they're gonna definitely want you to say.
I was talking to somebody about that earlier too.
See, you see how
That's
people keep telling you the stuff that I be telling you, bro.
It's like it's a time thing. Like the time for the money is not worth it right now.
Okay, but you're a creator and you already do this. You already make YouTube videos, whole YouTube videos. How long would it take you to make a minute and 30 seconds on a UGC ad? A minute, basically, because I think UGC ads is probably they probably, if they doing it right, peak retention or peak length is a minute. Nobody not doing nothing past a minute and 30. I do my little content, and so I try to whittle mine under does. What, UGC? Mm-hmm. And Damon Sumner. But you ain't gonna remember Damon Sumner. Whenever I used to listen to Lions and Liars, the podcast, he used to run with Show Baraka and John Rohr, those kind of guys. But he does it. He's a comedian now, but he does the UGC. Yeah. But yeah. Have you spoken with Jonathan Mano?
No, I don't think I've seen him. I've seen his content.
Yeah. Sure, that's it though. That's it. Well, thank you, my boy, for coming to just hit me out. I appreciate it. Love it. Love you. Love what you're doing. Thanks for the encouragement, because you definitely is giving me all kind of encouragement and inspiration. You encourage me to keep going, and you give me something to look to do. Yeah, keep up the good work, and definitely let me know about snowboarding, and I may try to come out and support on June 3rd when you go to New York, just because I love New York. And it'll be fun to go. It'll give me an excuse to go out there. So, yeah, thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
And thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, well, shoot, as a matter of fact, give them your socials. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm the C4 is wearing off, but the documentary, because I'm gonna call it a doc. What do you call it?
My YouTube video.
Your YouTube video, a travel. Well, so give them the socials. Give them where they can reach you if they want to see you or contact you for any brand deals, or they want to know more or host you on a podcast. Where can they find you at? And you want to push this documentary, because it's definitely, bro, you put the work in. You need to put it out there and make these folks watch it.
So it's going to be jus.london. With London is LONDEN, and that's on every platform.
Okay, just London. On every platform. All right. And thank you guys for another episode. Thank y'all for rocking with us. If you've been here this long, I need y'all to type in the comments. Nah, just playing. Kyle got, and he gonna send y'all $10. Thank y'all for watching. We really appreciate it. It's been fun. Wherever you're watching this, do like, subscribe, share. We really appreciate it. That's how the show grows. That's how I can afford better equipment, so I might not be as grainy on your screen, or you can have some better backgrounds, things to look at back here. But yeah, we appreciate all your support and your love, and y'all stay blessed. Deuces.
Just Hear Me Out podcast with Snacks and Big Flav. Not a tongue bitten and always worth a listen.